If I ask you to give me an elevator pitch, if a developer or a C-level executive is listening to you, why should they try LocalStack?
I think probably one of the best elevator pitches on my t-shirt here says, imagine the cloud running on your laptop. And that is literally what we do. So it's kind of really reimagining the sort of the location constraints that you currently have with the cloud, and you just basically give your environment wherever you are. But I think the more speaking to developer position, it's the three main pillars that I mentioned: efficiency, quality enhancement, and cost savings. Those are really, I think, points that resonate with most decision makers in the world out there, because it's all about quick time to market, but also making sure in this AI slop world that you have high quality and you're actually developing something that has long-term value and quality in that sense.
In this ecosystem, I feel, and I may be wrong, I think partnership and collaboration, they are the real thing. Nobody can go alone.
Yeah.
So can you also talk about the importance of partnerships for LocalStack, and who do you work with closely?
Great question. So we work a lot more recently with the cloud providers, directly the hyperscalers. AWS, for example, sees that there is a strong push from their own customer base to have local cloud development. We're also more and more partnering with, for example, Docker, which is a company that's based on containerization and very much also lives and breathes reproducibility and local containerization. So work a lot with Docker. And more recently, we're also starting to partner up with Agentic AI platforms. So we're starting some conversations to really embed LocalStack more deeply as an AI sandbox in some of these agentic coding platforms, to make it a seamless experience for folks to whenever you have some use case to develop your cloud app, you can just come to some of these agentic workloads or platforms and then have the environment almost transparently available for you, right? Not even having to think about that there's LocalStack running in the background, but just using it from the get-go. So we're looking to create like an ecosystem of players and providers that are also plugging into the LocalStack platform. We have a mechanism that's called extensions, LocalStack extensions. It's basically, you can think of it as a plugin mechanism to plug yourself also into LocalStack, and we're building that out more and more as we go.